You're such an asshole.
All right. There will be great. Wow, that's a lot brighter than I thought it was. Holy cow. All right. Very seriously, gentlemen. This is starting to become a tiring question to answer. In the book, SUPERCHAT Economics, you could just read a chapter. And if you do what's in that singular chapter, you will have earned back more than 10, if not more likely 1,000 times what you paid for the book, which would be $20, $25. I don't know what it is. Depends, paperback, Kindle. And the most common question I get out of you boys, and the question you guys keep screwing up, is I rented a car. Now, this guy can afford his car. I don't need to give this individual's background. So it's not him. It's generally, especially you younger guys out there, get the girls with the cars. And you all like to make fun of women being stupid, getting stupid degrees, and going to literally life-crippling debt. You guys do the same thing with these damn cars, right? And I have to keep, you guys go, oh, I got a car loan, and you were right. I read the book, but I ignored it. And now I'm in crippling levels of debt, and the car I owe on is not worth as much as the car loan. What do I do? And then, since transportation is very important, Cappy, how do I buy a car? Go get SUPERCHAT Economics, link below, an entire chapter on how to do it. Unless we're going to go through this again. We go through this again. Okay. So let's go through the background. I will repeat myself. And Cappy made money that day. Hi, Cappy. I wanted some advice on how much I should spend on a new car. I know for previous videos you recommend I get a cheap bleep box. However, I do a lot of driving for work. I made a douche move and financed a brand new Audi after graduation because I thought I was a hot shot and thought it would get me the girls. And if you guys want the girls, hang on. It's a brand new Audi Golf 4. You guys ready for some math? Let's do some math, boys and girls. Brand new Audi. Let's see what it goes for. MSRP. And you know what? I'm just going to assume you paid cash, but you didn't pay cash. You paid interest on it, didn't you? What is a brand new? How much is a brand new Audi 2020? Really? Is that cheap? No. Car and driver. Got to be 22. Now, I'll tell you everything. Okay, here, this is one more. Okay, an A6 is 80,000. Oh, God. The e-tron GT, 103, 67, 34. That's actually quite reasonable for an Audi. Well, then you factor in the repair, so it's like $187 million. 40, 46, 46. Okay, these are reasonable. I mean, for new. 44, 56, 67, 37, 90,000, 70,000. Let's just call it $50,000. All right, now, 50,000. Remember, you boys get the cars to get the girls up. Where'd the calculator go? Calculator. Okay, $50,000 divided by 300. Why 300? Because that's what a high-end escort costs. You could have gotten laid 166.6 times. Let me just get a hand job on that last one. So 166. Now, let's say that was 5 years ago. Divided by 5. That's 33 women a year. So that would be like 2 out of every 3 weeks. Almost 3 out of every 4 weeks, you'd have a new girl. Now, you tell me. Now, y'all. No, actually, no one has, but I'm going to act like a victim anyway. Y'all give me guff for saying to just go pay for it. I'll never pay for it. Oh, you won't? You won't? You didn't? You didn't just drop $50,000 thinking that would get you tail? You just said you did. Oh, because I could have swore you said you didn't pay for it. but then you got a divorce and now you're paying out half your rent. You didn't pay for it? Huh. And I catch guff for advocating paying cash directly, which I don't, because deep down inside you all know it's true. And you're like, yeah, I would have gone. You could have had 167 different high-end, not quality, but pretty tail, if you just didn't buy that bleeping Audi. Now here we are, aren't we? You need transportation, right? You pay for things separately. You do not pay for tail and transportation. You will get, what is it? Those who want freedom and security get neither, or something like that. Those who want tail in a car will get neither, right? You pay for transportation and then you pay for tail. Okay? Honest to God, it's going to be one of those. He was ahead of his time. He was before his time. I don't want that. Why can't my books just be bestsellers and I save you all? I get everyone out of poverty. All you gotta do is go buy a $20, $25 book. That's it. That's all anyone has to do. And we wouldn't be poor no more. And everyone would be getting laid a lot more too, by the way. And girls would be wealthier. Everyone would be happy. Why can't I just have a bestseller? Why can't I? I'd be richer too. The only time it got me tail is when I take my cats to the vets. I put 191,000 miles on it, and it is effed. And yes, Audis are a nightmare to work on. You don't want an Audi. Due to the abuse I put my cars through, I think I need something with low miles. I don't want to worry about getting stuck in the middle of nowhere in the winter where I travel for work. Now, by gosh, you know what else? I'm just going to tell it to you guys because no one's going to read that book. No one, apparently. In the book, Bachelor Pad Economics, link below. Not only do I tell you how to get a used car for good and cheap, all right, I also talk about why it's important to have a second car. But Cappy, the insurance will cost more. No, it won't, because they're both going to be such pieces of junk. You can get liability only. And insurance companies know you can only drive one at a time, so your insurance doesn't go up unless it's something weird with your state. So you get two pieces of junk. So when one goes down, you got the other. And then in addition to that, whoa, sit down, everybody. All the boys in the house, sit down. You should probably learn some mechanic skills. But that means getting my hand dirty. Yes, fellow Gen Zer, it would mean getting your hands dirty. But that would take hard labor and physical strength. Yes, my fine millennial, that is what it would take. But then I'd have to get underneath the vehicle. Yes, you would. But then you fix your own car. And you'd save literally probably $50,000 to $100,000 easily. Oh, I did the math. If anyone cares, I should have put this in there. Someone go get Poor Rich's retirement. Because I talk about how if you just get used cars and fix them instead of new ones, you will save up 2/3 of retirement. Boys. But girls, 167 of them right here. Just pay for it. Don't get the Audi. So you're going to get two pieces of junk. Okay. And they're not going to be pieces of junk. And one admittedly can be a genuine piece of junk. Like you have more than 100,000 miles on it. That's just your backup, man. It's your backup. Batman had the Batmobile, but he also had the Batjet. Okay? One went down, he could still make it to Gotham. So if you're worried about that, and dude, they always did that. Gee, this is Minnesotans, because their IQ is as high as the temperature up there. Gee, Clary, you got two pieces of junk. Why don't you just get one nice Saturn? Because the Saturn could also go down. It's just, these are not hard concepts. These are not hard concepts. I mean, you really don't need an IQ of even 100 to figure this out. Like an IQ of 90, like, hey, one car go down, but the other one's still up. I get it. Why don't you just put a ring on her, Cappy? Because I like having sex. Oh, yeah. Like, oh my God, how are Americans so stupid? And you know what's going to happen? I bet you, bro, how many bros are still going to get the cars to impress the girls? Look at my used BZ3, what? The 3 Series Beamer. What's the most I should spend? I was thinking about getting something a few years old, 30,000 miles or so. Also, I kind of want to splurge on something with remote start because the winter's just as miserable for people where I live. Yeah, what I would do is you could get that installed, so don't really worry about that. Don't get, I mean, if it has remote start, fine. If it doesn't, that's okay. Call before you buy it, call a remote start installer and say, can you install it on this vehicle, right, before you buy it. So don't select that. All right. So I did it. I did the thing in my book. I went online to autotrader.com. I searched 500 miles in your area. I think I set the price. I think the vehicles 2009 to 2019 to 2005. And then I sorted it. No. I think that was it. That's all I did. And I found several vehicles. There are several vehicles within a day's drive of your area that you could find a vehicle with 50,000-ish miles for 7,000. Oh, that was, I think I put it at, no, I didn't put it. So I kept an eye on it. So around $7,000. If you're willing to drive, you could get yourself a low-end car like a Hyundai Accent. There was a Pontiac G6. All right, you get yourself a 10 to 15-year-old car for around $7,000 that's got around 50,000 miles. All right? Then for $3,000, you could get yourself your backup piece of crap if you need to. So for $10,000, you should walk away with 2 vehicles, one of which is pretty decent. And the other one is like break glass in case of emergency. So I don't think you should spend more than $10,000. Absolutely not more than $10,000. And certainly don't pay more. Don't borrow money. No auto. Repeat after me. I will never get an auto loan again in my life. I will never get an auto loan again in my life. So what's the most I should spend? Also, I kind of want to splurge. We talked about that. So I said, well, anyway, it's not that hard of a request, but I really want to punish you for being the dude, bro, and buying an Audi. It is $45, which includes the normal base price of $35 plus a $10 dude, bro tax. And he's a good sport. He says, I have to stay where I am. So, I will do my penance and pay for my past dude, bro transgressions. That's good. Okay. $10, that's like, 1 day of interest you pay on your car, right? So there you go. I can't make every man rich, but I can make every man not poor. Well, we don't want that. We want the Audi. All right. Any super chats? No super chats. Awesome. See you guys later. Toodles.